multiple awesome things have happened since last we spoke. Awesome thing number one, I'm prioritising myself here. Awesome thing number one, my Football Manager channel, after 5.5 years, has finally hit 100,000 subscribers to go with the 100,000 we've already got on this channel, thus making me Kevy2 Plaques. Very exciting stuff. Thank you to everyone from this channel who headed over there last night, or it was the night before last as you're watching this, to, one moment. She's interrupting me thank you. See, I was trying to thank you, but Anna would like to interrupt because she's got stuff to say. But thank you to everyone who went over there when I posted on the community page here, asking you to help us out over there. It is much appreciated. Thank you very much. Kevy2 Plaques. What do you want to say before I talk about the other awesome thing?
We all helped you get that off
I
the plaque.
literally said we have 100.
Family.
I literally said rewind it and then say in the comments section, Anna, he did say we have 100,000 on this channel. So you could all rewind, timestamp where I said we, so Anna knows all about it. Goodness me. I can't say Kevy2 Plaques plus Anna's got one of those, a bit of one of those as well. It doesn't roll off the tongue. It's Kevy2 Plaques. The other awesome thing that's happened is this here, this female, is now a Twitch affiliate. You got your affiliate through after yesterday's stream, which means we now need to work out what you're going to have as your emotes, what you're going to have as your subscriber icon, what music's going to play when people subscribe, and you can finally start earning a bit of money and paying your way around here, you monster. Well done, Anna. Anna's an affiliate. Both of those things happened within about 20 minutes of each other as well. So this was all between 10 and 11 p.m. last night. So we had a very excitable between 10 and 11 p.m. last night. And
then after that, Kevin had a poo and I fixed our toilet.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to know more about that, you can check Twitter, where I told them all about me having a poo. To celebrate all of that this morning, though, we headed out to B&M. I wanted to buy the, you know, the big silver helium balloons, 100,000, all that kind of stuff. They didn't have anything like that. So instead, Anna did this. For some reason, Anna has taken it upon herself to start buying all of the plants. I do not care for it, because I'm probably going to have to carry that basket, which is full of all the plants. And here we have one of the purchases, which is my new tree. So I'm going to put that in my office. What do you mean it's not my tree?
I asked you if you wanted one. You said,
I want this one.
You just ignored me.
Yeah, but I didn't realise this is a tree with legs.
Yeah, I've got the most ugly one.
Yeah, so that's my tree.
No, it's not.
That is my tree now.
It's not.
And then you can have, where are those pathetic plants you got? Yes, Anna got these two, which are just boring. Why have we still got a new home card up? That probably needs to come down. And there's another plant there.
I feel that one is pretty.
And it's sorry you're leaving. So you've got a sorry you're leaving card and a new home card still on display.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you've not got the Christmas tree up still. But yeah, this basically looks like a half turkey, half giraffe. So I want it. You see it as well, don't you? Half turkey, half giraffe. I want this tree. It is my tree.
No, you're not having...
The other thing that happened yesterday is I spent all day doing a YouTube course, which means I haven't actually made any videos for the other channel in the last 24 hours or so. So I need to go and do that.
Oh my absolute
And Dave is sticking his head in the bin. I'm going to go and do some work. One other thing, of course, with the Euros starting tomorrow, need one of these on the office window. I'm not going to lower myself to putting it on my car, but we can have one in the office window for as long as England stay in the tournament. So that needs to stay up there for about 2 weeks before it falls off, disappointingly, in the round of 16. I didn't realise quite how much you could hear the air conditioning from our kitchen out here. Actually, that might be next door with their Hoover. The other thing I wanted to show you, this fence at the back of our garden, the other side of this fence is a driveway and cars and stuff parking there, so there's constantly people from those houses behind ours that are constantly walking back and forth to their cars, as people do. The only problem is there's little gaps in this fence, so when we have the living room door open and Dave can come in and out and come and go as he please, as soon as he sees someone through the gap in the fence, he goes nuts, barks the whole neighbourhood down, and we have to bring him back in the house, shut the door. Anna starts to overheat. So this was her solution. Also from B&M. We've been to B&M the last 3 mornings. Here comes Dave, he knows I'm talking about him. Hello. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yeah, we're showing off your bit of fence protection. We've got this. Basically, to cover the gaps in the fence. I'm red-green colourblind, so it doesn't really stand out to me. Anna says it's completely bright, luminous green and looks a little bit silly, but I think it gets the job done. Covers the gaps in the fence, and she also purchased a little butterfly to guard it. It's been up since yesterday afternoon. So far, no crazy dog barking in the garden, which to me means job done. Well, it seems the universe wanted to get to a hat trick of stupid stuff that shouldn't have happened this week. And once again, Andy's carer didn't turn up today. He got upset about it. Not like major upset, just he's annoyed that they didn't come. There was no meltdown, there's no damage done, other than the fact that we've now cancelled that care agency from working with Andy, because this is the 3rd time they've not turned up. When they do turn up, they're often late, and the communication from them, frankly, has been pretty rubbish. Even today, I sent them a message just saying, yeah, we're cancelling this because you keep not turning up. And the reply was, well, let me find out why we didn't turn up. Well, no, even now, you're still not listening. I've said we're done. So we're done. I've contacted the social worker. We're going to try and get him into a different care agency. It did take about 6 to 8 weeks to get this one set up, so I don't think we're going to get anything up and running anytime soon. But to be honest, I'm not sure we were getting very much out of it anyway. And when I say we, I mean the whole family, me and Anna and Andy. We weren't really getting any break because they weren't going out and leaving the house, so it wasn't acting as respite for us. And they weren't really doing anything with him, so there was no benefit to him. We were sold the service on the basis of they'd be taking him out in the community, they'd be working on his independent skills, his social skills, and pretty much 90% of the times they came, they didn't even leave the house, and they didn't do anything here. They would just sit and watch Challenge TV together for hours. So he can watch TV when we're here. There's no point in having a carer come round to sit and watch TV with him. We challenged them on it a couple of times, and apparently it was what he wanted to do, and they were there to do carer-led care or something is the phrase that they would use, which I guess I kind of get to an extent. In a lot of circumstances that is appropriate, but there needs to be a point when you're dealing with an autistic child where maybe you listen to their parents a little bit as well, or try and do what's in the best interests of the child rather than what the child tells you they want to do. Because believe it or not, an autistic child is likely to very quickly fall into a routine. And if you sit and watch Challenge with them, and one of the first times you come because it was raining and he didn't want to go out anywhere, then he'll very quickly decide that you coming to visit means you're going to sit and watch Challenge. And that's exactly what happened. And every time they would come and ask him what he wanted to do, he would say watch Challenge. They'd sit and watch Challenge. And me and Anna we wouldn't want to go out because we didn't really trust them to be able to look after him properly, because we didn't really get what they were doing. So I'd kind of sit in here, Anna would go upstairs, and we just kind of wait for them to leave. So like I say, nobody was getting any benefit from it, and today was just the final straw, because not only are we not getting any benefit when they do come, but far too often they weren't coming or they were coming late. Andy looks forward to it, and then it's taken away from him without any notice. It just doesn't work out. So that is done. So we are back down to just school. We're 6 weeks away from the summer holidays starting. He is allocated 10 hours of carer time during the school holidays. It's 6 hours during term time, 10 hours during the holidays. So we're now kind of in a race against time before we hit those summer holidays to try and get something in place, because 10 hours a week during the summer holidays, that's like 2 full school days a week. I don't know if that's how we'd structure it, but if we can find a care agency, there are a couple out there that we know of who have centres they can take him to, rather than it being in the house. They can get him out of the house and doing some stuff and try and be a little bit more pushing his boundaries. If we can find somewhere like that who can have him for a couple of 5-hour sessions a week during the summer holidays, that would be perfect. I'm not holding my breath, because There certainly doesn't seem to be much in the way of provision locally to us. My job now is to get on with the stream. I'm doing a sponsored stream for Raid Shadow Legends tonight. If you want to help me out hitting the target for the sponsored stream, I'll leave the links to how to sign up for Raid Shadow Legends down in the description below. They're not sponsoring this video. They did sponsor the stream, and I am telling you about it and leaving you the link. So I guess we should probably hashtag ad. I can't do that one-handed. But if you do want to help out and support the campaign, just download the game onto anything that's not a new iPhone. If you've got the latest iOS, it has all the privacy features, so it won't track your downloads. So there's no point doing it on a new iPhone or a fully updated iPhone. But if you've got an Android phone, an older iPhone or a PC, download the game, play up to level 10, and it counts as 1 towards the target. The more that we get, the more they end up paying me ultimately. And if we can max out this campaign, it'll be enough money to buy Andy his new TV, the cabinet to put it in, and leave us with a little bit left over as well. So I'd kind of quite like to hit the target on this one, so any help would be massively appreciated. Well, it seems I didn't finish the video last night. Everything got a little bit away from me in the end, and I've got stuff to add this morning actually. So I guess this is counting as tomorrow's video for you as well. There's only this little bit. Andy very nearly didn't go to school today because of the iPhone cable in the car. He has his phone in the car every day on the way to school. He's not allowed to take his phone into school though, which it was a rule we thought he was going to struggle with because he used to take his phone into his old school and hand it to reception. But he's not allowed to take it in the building at all in this one, but he's always been fine with that. But he's got into the routine of we have a really long charger cable that goes from where the USB points are at the front of the car on the dashboard into the back, and when he's ready to get out of the car, he plugs his phone in, puts it in the little pouch behind Anna's seat, and then gets out. The only problem is, because he gets through cables so aggressively, this morning he went to charge his phone and it wouldn't charge. There's only one other charger cable in the car, which is my short one that I use to plug my phone in, so I can use CarPlay and like Google Maps and stuff like that on it. But the problem with that one is it's not long enough to stretch into the back. So I said, you'll have to give it to me and plug it in. But every time we plugged it in, he would then grab the phone and try and yank it into the back and put it where it normally goes. And obviously the wire would then come unplugged, so it wasn't charging. We went through that like 3 times of him. I don't know why he wasn't getting it, because that's something he is capable of understanding. I think it was just a high pressure, tense situation. Things were going wrong, and he just started to get upset about it. And then just basically just plonked his phone down on the chair, started to take his shoes off, and we thought, oh, here we go. He's not going to be going in. But his TA, his teaching assistant, was absolutely fantastic. She came out, she talked him through what he was going to be doing today. He was sat there going, no work, no work, no work. But she talked him through everything that was going to be going on today. And it was almost like magic, because she didn't persuade him. There was no actual attempt to get him out of the car. She was just, I think it was probably a learning point for us. She didn't ask him to get out of the car even once. She just kept talking through with him what they were going to be doing in school. And as she was talking, he was just putting his shoes on and got out and left and went into the school with her and left his phone lying there. So clearly, I don't know if that's some magical technique or she just got very lucky or what, but I now need to figure out if that's a new magical way that we could experiment with not talking to him about what we want, talking to him about what's going to happen, as if there's no negotiation, no. And it wasn't that she was doing it aggressively. It was impressive to watch. I need to learn this magical technique. But I'm going to struggle with it, I think, because it doesn't fully make sense to me. I need to see it in action a few more times and then learn how to do it. But yeah, I just wanted to update you on that this morning, mainly because with not a lot else going on today, it means I won't have to touch the camera for the rest of the day now. So we'll see you in a couple of days. And for now, I'll get you edited, ready for this to come out later today.